I'm here with Dominate after that long and exhausting win for Team Liquid. Now, coming into that game, you guys obviously went with a more early game-oriented team. How do you go about conducting one of those team comps when you know you're faced with these late-game damage threats? You guys did a really good job getting early picks and controlling that vision.
I think it just came down to us playing well early game. We wanted to have more playmaking potential because the comp we played yesterday, it was kind of like a more difficult comp to play for us. We had to kind of like wait and poke and like group siege like really effectively. And when you don't have much practice with like obviously Keith on the team, you kind of just want to play like a more binary type of style. So it's like we all just go in. That's it. That's the whole team fight. So we wanted to be champions where we could all just have CC, just have the ability to gap close and get into a team fight. And it was just really up to us getting ahead early game. So we just picked lanes with CC, which gives me a lot of help as a jungler because I have a lot of options to gank any lane. So it puts a lot of pressure on them because they know I can be anywhere. And if we just are able to turn some of those early kills, we can snowball the game.
And speaking of Keith, after you guys have brought him back in, how has it changed the team dynamic at all? Have you guys already started seeing those effects?
Yeah, like Keith is a really fun guy. It kind of lifts our spirits because everything's new to him, right? Like you have me on the team, Special, Quaz is like super like stone cold, etc. So like when you have a bunch of veterans, it's nice to have like some like young life on the team, and everything's new to him. Like every LCS game is super exciting. He learns every match, and he keeps on getting better and better. So I'm actually really happy with how Keith played. I think he did a really good job today, bouncing back and just playing a solid game.
3 times 5 dragon buffs, 4 barons. He's pretty new to this situation as well. What goes through the team comms when you guys are on this earlier oriented team composition and you're facing this TSM that are continuously pentakilling you inside of their own base when you have baron buffs and the dragons?
Well, really, we just wanted to make sure that Wild Turtle had a good fantasy line. That was like that was the main purpose of that. So he's on my fantasy team, obviously. So we were just like, no. But all jokes aside, we just needed to make sure that we kept our advantages. Like if we continue getting inhibs and they always have inhib pressure, they can't ever come out and fight like a baron or a dragon. Because if they do that, like you saw at the end, we just end up TPing to their base, double TP, just go into the base and kill the Nexus. But it was really just us. We need to calm down in that situation. Like the call was originally like, yeah, just like sit on them with the Baron waves. Like we have 3 inhibs with Baron buff.
That's what I called too.
Yeah, I was like, please just sit on them. And then like people just get so hyped because they're like, oh my God, we're about to beat TSM. Like go. Instead it should just be like, no, just poke them. Just let the minion waves just like win the game for us. So we just need to be more relaxed. And I mean, obviously it was a little bit of a communication barrier coming in there because we wanted to poke and Phoenix wanted to go, but in the end, we were able to rally together and take down the Nexus.
Well, that's got to be a good feeling for all of you guys. And you do have Gravity coming up next week, looking to get your vengeance on them. How do you think you're looking forward to that game?
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to treat it like every other game, just try to be solid. I think if we prepare well and we just play a team comp that we're comfortable in, I think that things will be looking up for us in the future.
All right, well, thank you. We're done here. I'm going to have to run back up to the caster desk because Jat's lazy or sick and didn't decide to come in today. We're going to send it back to the analyst desk now. Just kidding, I love you, Jat.